Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel, your trusted source for the latest news, analysis, and insights on the Iraqi dinar. We provide up-to-date information on exchange rates, economic developments, and key financial trends affecting Iraq's currency. Whether you're an investor, trader, or simply keeping an eye on the market, our channel delivers accurate reports, expert opinions, and government policy updates to keep you informed. Stay tuned for real-time updates and in-depth discussions on the future of the Iraqi dinar. The Iraqi dinar, for those who have followed its journey and potential, represents more than just a currency. It signifies hope, patience, and an understanding of economic shifts that could bring substantial changes. If you are someone who has held on to dinars for years, perhaps even decades, you likely understand their potential future value. You may have followed global financial trends, studied the movements of central banks, or tracked how monetary policies affect currency valuations. When the time comes to exchange your dinars or verify their authenticity, you must proceed with extreme caution. There may come a day when you walk into a bank, thinking it's finally time to trade in your dinars or at least have them authenticated, only to be met with a request that should raise red flags. A bank employee might say something along the lines of, "We need to authenticate your dinars, and for that, we must send them to our main branch." While this might sound like a standard banking procedure, it is essential to stop and analyze the situation carefully. Your dinars are in your possession for a reason. They are a tangible asset, something you have safeguarded for years. Allowing them to leave your hands under someone else's control presents risks you may not want to take. Trust is an essential factor in any financial transaction, but trust must be earned, especially when dealing with something as crucial as currency authentication. The moment you hear a request to hand over your dinars for further examination elsewhere, your response should be firm yet composed. "What is the address of your main branch? I will take them myself." This statement asserts control over your financial security while ensuring that you remain in possession of your assets at all times. In any financial transaction, particularly those involving foreign currency, accountability is crucial. Banks should have clear, transparent procedures for verifying currency, and such procedures should not require customers to relinquish control over their money. If a bank genuinely needs to authenticate your dinars at a central location, they should provide a means for you to personally transport them or verify their authenticity in a manner that does not put you at risk of loss. Fraud and mismanagement occur in financial institutions just as they do in other industries. Currency exchanges, even in official institutions, are not immune to misplacement, substitution, or outright fraud. The notion that your dinars might be sent somewhere beyond your reach should concern you. It is always in your best interest to personally oversee any transaction involving valuable assets, especially one as potentially lucrative as the Iraqi dinar. Consider the scenarios that might arise if you relinquish control. You could be given a vague timeline. It will take a few days. And in the meantime, you have no guarantee that your dinars will be returned. There could be clerical errors, intentional misplacement, or even policies that do not favor returning your exact banknotes. If the dinar undergoes a significant valuation change during this period, you could be left in a difficult situation where you no longer have access to your assets at the most crucial time. Having worked hard to acquire and hold your dinars, ensuring their safety should be your top priority. Banks and financial institutions are supposed to serve customers' best interests, but they operate under their own policies, which may not always align with your goals. If the dinar revalues or gains international traction, financial institutions will scramble to process exchanges efficiently, but there could be inconsistencies in how different banks handle transactions. Some banks might impose new requirements, claim additional verification is needed, or even attempt to dissuade holders from exchanging at favorable rates. These are all possibilities that individuals must be aware of as they navigate this financial landscape. The key principle remains the same: do not let go of your dinars. Always be aware of where they are, who has them, and under what conditions they are being examined. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in a bank, ready to proceed with a transaction, and an employee insists that sending your dinars to another location is the only option. You might feel pressured, unsure of whether to comply, but this is where preparation and awareness play a crucial role. If you have already done your research and established a firm stance, you will not be easily swayed. Instead, you will insist on personally delivering your currency or demand that authentication be done in your presence. This is not a matter of distrust, but a principle of financial security. In a world where financial mishaps and fraud occur, being overly cautious is not paranoia, it is prudence. The goal is to protect what is rightfully yours and ensure that you retain full control over your assets at all times. The importance of vigilance cannot be overstated. Many individuals holding dinars have waited patiently, sometimes for years, in anticipation of potential financial opportunities. The last thing anyone wants is to lose their assets due to oversight, misplaced trust, or lack of due diligence. Protecting your financial interests requires a proactive approach. From the moment you acquired your dinars to the day you decide to exchange or authenticate them, every step must be taken with precision and awareness. Banks, institutions, and financial agents must be held to the highest standards of accountability, and as a currency holder, you have every right to demand transparency. Do not let anyone pressure you into giving up control over your dinars. Do not allow convenience or perceived authority to dictate your actions. If someone insists that your currency must be taken elsewhere for verification, stand your ground. Ask questions, request alternative options, and above all, maintain possession of your dinars until you are fully confident in the security of the transaction. The power lies in knowledge, preparation, and the ability to say no when necessary. Your dinars represent more than just money. They symbolize strategic foresight and the potential for future financial gains. By safeguarding them with unwavering vigilance, you ensure that when the time comes, you can make the most informed and beneficial decisions for yourself and your financial future. Thank you for tuning in to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel. We appreciate your support and engagement as we continue to bring you the latest news, analysis, and updates on the Iraqi dinar. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Stay connected with us for real-time insights, expert discussions, and market trends. Until next time, stay informed and keep watching for the latest on the Iraqi dinar. See you in the next update.